Hello dear children, welcome back to our online classes. So now we are going to discuss about the motion and measurement of distances. So before going to start the topic, so just we can discuss some of the things about how the transportation was in our ancient times and all. So we might have discussed in your class that when you come to the school or when you are visiting some place and after coming back from that places, so usually you are discussing about your experiences with your mates. Okay. So for example, after the holidays, now okay, it is holiday only for you, but still you are not able to go anywhere like the summer camp and all. So just recall your last summer camp when you went to the other places and all. So that time usually you will discuss with your friends or with your family members or with your any of your mates. You usually discuss that we went that place and there we went on in the train or in aeroplanes and or in the boats, ships and all. So you might have traveled the long distances, that is depending on the distance, the how much far you have to move from this place. So that is depending on the distance. So likewise, so just think about the other things. So how was the transportation was there in the ancient times? So nowadays we have all kinds of facilities. So we can move by the roads or we can move by the water or in air. So all the kind of transportation facilities are there. So that we can move in the buses, trains, okay, and ships, and even by the two-wheelers, the cars, many things are there. So likewise, nowadays we have all these facilities to move from one place to another. But what about the ancient people? So there was no facility of vehicles like how we have now. ಈಗ ನಮಗಿರುವಷ್ಟು ಫೆಸಿಲಿಟೀಸ್ ಏನು ಮೊದಲಿನ ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಆವಾಗ ಅವ್ರು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಒಂದು ಪ್ಲೇಸಿಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪ್ಲೇಸಿಗೆ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ರು, ಏನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರು ಅವಾಗ? ಸೊ see the ancient people usually they used to move only by walk. They used to move by walk only by the foot. So later on they are, and also even anything if they want to carry also they have to carry the luggages on their back. So likewise the people they used to move from one place to another in those days where the inventions were not made of these all the vehicles and all. Later on as the time passes they started using the animals. Yes, they use the animals, and by using the animals they use them as to put the luggages and all, to carry the luggages and all they use the animals. ಅವ್ರ ಮೊದಲೇ ಜನ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರು, ಈಗ ಲಗೇಜಸ್ ಏನಾದರೂ ಹೆವಿ ಲಗೇಜಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ animals ಮೇಲೆ ಹಾಕಿ so they used to move with that. So likewise again they started to ride the animals. So that with the animals means horse riding and all they started that. And later as the time passes they find the waterways. the aquatic animals. The best example what we have discussed already in our previous class, that is streamlined body. Yes, how the aquatic animals are there. So likewise, by seeing the aquatic animals, they got inspired and they give the shape of those aquatic animals to the boats. So later on they started that water ways, like that it was started, and till 19th century there was no invention of the wheel, and when the man has invented the wheel, there the revolution has takes place in the path of these vehicles, the mode of transportation. So later in the 19th century they invented the wheel, and when the wheel was invented, they started carrying the carts. They are started, and they use animals to pull the carts. So likewise the invention go on, it was developed, and then now what we have all the kinds. So before, in the ancient times, they used the carts, and later on the bicycles, the two-wheelers and cars, the motors, the engines, and also the steam engine, the trains. By using the steam engine they were started. So likewise the revolution has made in the field of mode of transportation. So likewise our ancestors, they made the revolution, means they used, before the ancestor, the ancient people, they do not know about this. So when after the 19th century, when the wheel are discovered, so that time onwards, when the wheels are invented, so that time onwards the revolution has made in the mode of transport, and nowadays in this generation we have all kinds of vehicles. So even we can run the vehicles with the help of electricity also. The monorails are there, which we can run with the help of electricity by using the electromagnetic force. And also the supersonic aeroplanes are there, and also the many kind of trains are there. So, and also the ships, even they attach the wheels to the ships also. And they are the motorized. Nowadays everything has motorized by using the fuels. So many revolutions has made, and we even fly in the sky, the aeroplanes and all. So that likewise the revolution has made in the transportation. Okay, this is about what? The transportation. And see, how can we measure the distance? Yes, how can we measure the distance? The measuring the distance is also very important. So, measure it. So, in your textbook it is given, how wide is this desk? Okay, to measure the desk, how wide is this? See, it is there in your textbook. Just open page number 96. Yes, here you can see that how wide is this desk. So see, what is the need of measuring? So why should we measure? So if we do not measure, how can we find whether to reach some place, whether we have to go by walk, or we can go by bus or rickshaw or any other mode of transport? So how can we come to know if we do not know the distance? So that the measurement is very important. Okay, so the measurement is very important, so that when we measure the distance, then only we can able to understand whether to reach the place we can go by walk, or we can go by the bus, or by any other mode of transport like that. Suppose for example, if the distance is less, so that we can go there by the walk. So for that you have to measure the distance from your place. So to come to the school, so how much far away your home is from the come to know that whether you can come to the school by walk or by bus or by rickshaw or by bicycle. So likewise you can able to understand. So by measuring the distance from your home to the market, so you will come to know whether to go by walk or by bus or by rickshaw. So likewise, or by two-wheelers and all. So by measuring the distance, we will come to know that whether we can go by all these ways. So this is what the measurement. So measurement is very important. And for example, suppose if you want to go for other countries, then how can you move? So there you have to find out the distance. How much distance? Other country means it will be far. So then you have to plan whether to go by ship, waterways, or to go by the aeroplanes. So which one is convenient? By that way you can go. Suppose if the means if we want to go by bus to other countries, then how can you go? So buses are move on roads. So if any ocean is come in between, so how can we go by bus? Yes. So in that time you have to go either by the ship or by the plane. So likewise, by measuring the distance and the kind of place which one we have to visit. So on that base we can understand how to go and which kind of transport, which mode of transport we have to use to reach that places. So likewise, on the basis of this we can identify. So see, to measure the desk, how wide the desk is. So sometimes it may happen with you also. ಈಗ ನೀವು ಯಾವಾಗಲಾದರೂ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಇದ್ರಂದ್ರೆ suppose. So always you will fight with your partner, the bench partner, for the place. Yes, ನೀವು ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಇದ್ರಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ? ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಸಂಬಂಧ ಜಗಳ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ಕಾಮನ್ ಆಗಿ. ಓಕೆ, ನೀ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ, ನನಗೆ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ. Likewise, okay, so you always used to fight for that and you used to complain to the teachers also, right? Have you done this? So see, so when that thing was happened, so one incident is given in your textbook. Likewise, the two friends, Bojo and Paheli, also do the same thing. So that time what they made, so they measure the desk, okay? They measure the desk with the gilli and danda. ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಚಿಂಪಣಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. Okay, gilli and danda. So by that they measure and they divide this into half, the exact half they divided, and they used to sit. The half part is for him and half part is for her. So like that they were sitting. So after when the days are passes, where they mark the line, that has wiped out. ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ ಗಿಲ್ಲಿ ದಂಡೆಯಿಂದ ಅದು ಡೆಸ್ಕ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮೆಜರ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 2 lengths of ದಂಡ and 2 lengths of ಗಿಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಗಿಲ್ಲಿ ಇಷ್ಟು 2 lengths, ಇದು 1 length 2 length ದಂಡ and ಗಿಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ ಸಣ್ಣದಿರ್ತೈತಿ ಅದರ ಲೇಯರ್ 2 lengths of ದಂಡ and 2 lengths of ಗಿಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹಾಫ್ ವಿಲ್ ಮೆಜರ್ ದಟ್ ಮಚ್. ಸೊ ಅದರ ತಕ್ಕಂಗೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಅವರು ಒಂದು ಲೈನ್ ಹಾಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರು, ಎರಡು ಪೋರ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, they used to sit. So it is shown in your textbook. So see here. So it measures the 2 lengths of danda and 2 lengths of gilli. So arda half end madidru, measure ಮಾಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. So after some days this line was wiped out, and that time that Boju do not have that old gilli danda. ಅವನ ಕಡೆ ಹಳೆ ಗಿಲ್ಲಿ ದಂಡನೂ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಅವಾಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದವ ಹೊಸ ಗಿಲ್ಲಿ ದಂಡ ಇತ್ತು, ಅವಾಗ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆಜರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಯಿತು, ಇಟ್ ಮೆಜರ್ಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ 2 lengths ಆಫ್ ದಂಡ and 1 length ಆಫ್ ಗಿಲ್ಲಿ. ಗಿಲ್ಲಿದ ಬರೀ ಒಂದೇ ಲೆಂತ್ ಆಯಿತು, ದಂಡನೂ ಏನು 2 length. Why it happens so? Because the old one, the length is different and the new gilli and danda length is different. So now how they can measure? So likewise, So we need to measure the things. So this is just for the fun sake this example. So likewise, if you wanted to measure the length of your classroom, or if anybody asks your height, so you have to measure from the head to the heel of your feet. So you have to ಈಗ ಯಾರು ನಿಮ್ಮ height ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ತಲೆಯಿಂದ ನೀನು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪಾದದ ಎಷ್ಟು height ಇರ್ತೀರ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು. So how can you measure? So if there is no standard measurements, so likewise the measurement have to be made to understand the particular length or width or height of the objects or the things whatever. So for example, if your room is there, so how much wide is that room? If anybody asks the measurement of your room, what you will say? How can you say? Yes, the measurement is required. And also, if anybody asks about, for example, if you go for the tailor and if you tell him to stitch the kurta or something, so what the tailor will do? He will take the measurement and he can able to stitch. And the same was the carpenter also. So carpenter, if he wanted to make the doors or anything else, he have to take the measurement, how much the length and width of the door. So likewise, by taking that measurement, he can able to make the doors or other things correctly. And the same thing in all that, and also the farmers, they used to measure their field. So how much length and how much width is there, so that they can easily understand how much seeds they can sow in the row or in the columns like that. So likewise, the measurement is very important in all the fields. So when we measure the things, then only we will come to know. So but for that, the particular measurement should be there. So if I said you to measure your room, so if you use your hand for that, hand span, we can say this. So if you measure by your hands, it will give some readings. And if the same is measured by your father or mother, their hand span is somewhat larger than you. So there they can give the length measurement somewhat different. So there you will not say that the room length is varies, but the variation is where? The variation is there in the spans, the measurements. So that we have to measure with the standard ones. Okay, so see, to measure the lengths, sometimes we use some of the measurements which we know. For example, if I said you to measure the length of the desk, so by the hand span. So hand span means it is the distance from your thumb to the tip of the little finger. So this is the hand span. So if I ask you to measure the desk by using your hand span, so you may measure like this. So 1, 2, 3 like this. Suppose if it is having some length, suppose if it measures the what you say the 12 spans, the 12 hand spans. Okay, if your desk measures 12 hand spans, then what you say that the length of the desk is 12 hand spans. ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ಒಂದು ಡೆಸ್ಕ್ ಮೆಜರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ನೀವು? ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಸ್ಪ್ಯಾನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದು 12 ಬರಲಿ ಅಥವಾ 11 ಬರಲಿ. ಸೊ how much it comes, that one you will say. Suppose if I ask you to measure the width of your room by using the foot span. So foot means what? It is the distance covered by the foot. So ನಿಮ್ಮ foot ಎಷ್ಟು distance cover ಮಾಡ್ತೈತಿ ಅದೇನು foot span. So ನೀವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ? measure ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. Suppose if it measures 12 foot spans, then you say that your room is 20 foot span width. So that much width is there, your room. the same desk is measured by other person, they maybe give the 11 handspans or more than 12. That is depending on the size of their hands, the size of the handspan. And the same room, if I said to other person to measure, then again there also they may give some different measurements. So maybe they will give 20, yours will be 24 spans. They may get 22, 23 or less than this also. But that is depending on the size of their forespan or handspan. So what is this measurement? So measurement means what? Measurement means the measurement means the comparison of an unknown quantity. Measurement is the comparison of unknown quantity with known quantity. So the measurement is the comparison of unknown quantity with the known quantity. Now ಒಂದು unknown quantity na known quantity ಜೊತೆ compare ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದೇನಾಗ್ತೈತಿ measurement. So here the known quantity is the handspan. Okay, suppose if you measure the desk with the hand, so this handspan is the known quantity. Nim handspan ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಅಂತ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. So that is the known quantity and this we call as the unit. It is known one, ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ unit ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. Suppose if the desk measures 12 handspans, ಈಗ 12 handspan ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಈ handspan ಅನ್ನೋದೇನು? known quantity ಅಂತ ಎಷ್ಟದು 12. So likewise we measure the things. This is what the measurements, and this handspan, footspan, these are all what they are the non-standard measurements. ಇವು non-standard measurements. ಇವಕ್ಕೇನು ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಆಗಿ ಇವನ್ನ ನಾವು ಸಪೋಸ್ ನಾವೇನಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು ಲೆಂತ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮೆಜರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ಇದೇನಾಗ್ತೈತಿ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಸ್ಪ್ಯಾನ್ ಫುಟ್ ಸ್ಪ್ಯಾನ್ ಇದು ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರಿಗೂ ಏನಾಗ್ತೈತಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ಕೋತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೈತಿ. The hand span or foot span of every person is different, so that we cannot get the exact measurement of anything. ನಮಗೆ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಮೆಜರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. But when we want to get the exact measurement, then some standard unit should be there. ನಮಗೆ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾವು ಜಗತ್ತಿನ ಯಾವುದೇ ಮೂಲೆಯೊಳಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಆ ಮೆಜರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟೈತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಇರಬೇಕು. Then only that is called as the standard measurement. Otherwise ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಮೆಜರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ನಾವು ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಸ್ಪ್ಯಾನ್ ಇಂದ ಒಂದು ಮೆಜರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಅದು ಬೇರೆ ಮೆಜರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ it will not be valid one. So before, in the ancient time, the measurements were there before the invention of these standard measurements. So these non-standard measurements were there, like hand span, foot span and all. But now the standard measurements are there. So standard measurement means they are having accurate. So 1 centimeter means 10 millimeters. So it is there. Even you can go for other countries also. The 1 centimeter means 10 millimeter only. So likewise the exact measurements are there. So 1 quintal means 100 kgs. So it is the standard measurements. 1 quintal ಒಳಗೆ 100 kgs ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ನೀವು ಎಲ್ಲೇ ಹೋದ್ರು 1 quintal ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು 100 kg. So likewise the standard measurements are there. So about these standard measurements we can discuss in the next class. So I will conclude my about the basic concept about this measurement. So I will conclude my class today. I hope you have understood, and even though if you have any queries,